An island that's home to a tribe that will attack anyone who comes near. A road that makes you risk your life to get to the other side. And a cave where one wrong move left someone trapped forever. Those are only 3 of the deadliest places in the world, from a 0% chance of survival all the way down to straight up dangerous. And we gotta start with this golf course, because while it might not look like it, this place is hiding a deadly surprise. Let me explain. This is Carbrook Golf Club in Australia. And yeah, it looks like any ordinary fairway. But don't judge a club by its cover, because this lake is infested with 8-foot-long bull sharks. I'm talking one of the most aggressive sharks to humans, known for their unprovoked attacks.
Watch it, it's two.
Jesus! This one water hazard could be the difference between life and death. Nowhere is safe in Australia. That's crazy. But what's even crazier is this garden, because everything that grows here can kill you. See, this is the Poison Garden, and it's home to 100 of the deadliest plants on Earth, all in one place. But take a tour inside, and you'll be greeted by this lovely sign on the gate. Yeah, they're not messing around here. I mean, the gardeners literally have to kit out in full hazmat suits at all times, because some of these plants have cute purple flowers. Hey, that's not dangerous at all. Except it is dangerous, because just cutting its leaves could stop your heart. And if that wasn't enough, also growing inside
is giant hogweed. It's phototoxic, so it will burn your skin and give you blisters for up to 7 years. The berries, crushed up and fed to you, will kill you. The leaves themselves will kill you also, as will the root and the stem.
That is nuts. But it's still not as crazy as this street, because over in Hanoi, they got a place that makes walking through the Poison Garden look like a playground. Yeah, you could be minding your own business, sipping on some sweet iced tea, when out of nowhere, a train comes hurtling towards you. You see, on either side of the tracks are people's houses and restaurants. Now, there's a lot of problems with this. But there's one problem that takes the cake, because there are tourists out here risking their lives just for a damn selfie. And it's happened so many times that they even had to shut down the road for 4 years back in 2019. People will do anything for the gram. Now look, I kinda get all that, but what I don't get is how people come from all across the world to put their lives in danger. Like these people!
With a 100-meter drop to the rocks below. We're gonna swim to it.
Yeah, what you're seeing is no optical illusion. This pool is really at the edge of one of the highest waterfalls on the planet. You see, this is the Devil's Pool. It's located 107 meters above Victoria Falls, and the only thing stopping these swimmers from falling over the edge is a rocky ledge that you can't even see.
You're given a very detailed safety briefing by Omega. What to do, what not to do. Then, he jumped into the falls, less than a meter before plummeting to his death.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, the first half, I'm not gonna lie. But look, we're gonna go from pools to planks, because those will be the only things standing between you and a sudden drop. This is the Hassani Hanging Bridge. It's the most dangerous in the world of its kind. And, this thing's crazy.
That looks reliable.
I mean, it's got no safety harnesses, no guides. Like, how the hell could you make it sound even less welcoming? Oh yeah, did I mention the 100-foot drop into the river? I gotta be honest, that's a no for me, man. With uneven steps to navigate and a constant sway as you cross, you better have your eyes on your feet the whole way across. But I think the craziest part is, locals use this bridge every day like it's no big deal.
Nice to meet you. Yes. Yes.
Now that's some next level confidence. The same you'll need when catching a flight to this airport. Because if you thought that bridge was risky, just watch what a typical landing looks like here. Yeah, this is Lukla Airport, a high-stakes runway in the Himalayas, where every landing feels like a leap of faith. Without going into too much detail, where your chances of winning the lottery are normally higher than dying in a plane crash, landing at this place flips those survival odds completely. So how the hell is this thing still in operation? Well, for those wanting to climb Mount Everest, Lukla is pretty much the go-to airport. You see, the runway here is just 1,700 feet long. That's about 10 times shorter than the average. As a result, fatalities are in the double digits, with estimates suggesting that about 60 to 100 lives have been lost since its creation. Damn, that's not your average airport right there. And neither is this river, because the water here gets so hot, it literally cooks everything that falls into it.
It's boiling! It's actually boiling here!
Deep in the Peruvian jungle, there's a bit of a glitch in the heat settings. And by that I mean, Mother Nature cranked it up to 210 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow, this is hot.
Nah, man, that's boiling. So yeah, anything that steps into this river is getting the lobster restaurant experience. Now that river's cooking. But if you're ever next to this canal, you better just be looking, because this stretch of water electrocutes anything it touches. God damn! See, this is the Chicago Sanitary and Ship Canal, and it's the only place in the world where the Coast Guard won't rescue you. That's because the risks here are so high, even the people meant to save you want no part of it.
There was a greater than 50% chance that someone in the water would experience cardiac arrest and would die.
So, if you somehow fall in the water, you're on your own, buddy. Turns out, the riverbed has these 160-foot wide strips of electrical bars, each sending out 2.3 volts every 2.5 milliseconds. I mean, imagine getting constant shocks while trying to take a swim. Jesus, man. That's shocking. But there are even more dangerous places coming up, like this island that's completely inhabited by killer snakes, a cave that led to the worst death imaginable, or an island so dangerous the government made it illegal to visit. But first, we gotta talk about a road that's famous for all the wrong reasons. See, way out in the Andes, there's a 43-mile stretch of trail that'll make you think twice before complaining about traffic. Because getting home for these drivers is a question of if, not when. Yeah, this is Bolivia's Death Road, where the only thing more dangerous than the name is the drive itself. Because every year it claims up to 300 victims. That's about 6 to 9% of all road-related deaths in the whole of Bolivia.
Oh my God. No. Oh my. Stop there!
Like, do these guys want to die? I mean, it's got all the razor-sharp turns, no guardrails, crumbling edges, and let's not forget, the 3,500-meter plunge into oblivion. Damn, these guys were lucky to make it out alive. That's crazy. But what's even crazier is this crater, because it's practically the closest thing to hell on Earth. You see, over in Turkmenistan, you'll find the Darvaza gas crater, and it's been burning non-stop for over 50 years. Yeah, that actually happened. And when I was doing some research for this video, I learned that this place is literally called the door to hell, and it can reach temperatures as high as 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. How is that even possible? But this is where things get freaky, because what started as a way to stop toxic gases from leaking out in 1971 turned into a 98-foot deep fire pit, leaking toxic gases all this time. Man, Turkmenistan's got a big problem. But hey, adrenaline junkies have an even bigger problem, and it's called Mount Everest, because this thing is the ultimate challenge. And for many, their last. See, at 8,000 meters above sea level lies the infamous death zone. This is the highest, most unforgiving part of the mountain, where the human body simply cannot function properly. At these extreme altitudes, our bodies literally begin to die minute by minute, cell by cell, because of a lack of oxygen. Oh, and did I forget to mention the frickin' minus 90 Fahrenheit? Yeah, if your body is exposed for even a second, the consequences will be catastrophic. And for anyone who does venture into the death zone, they have to accept the reality that they're going to see bodies along the way. Because over the years, more than 300 climbers have tragically lost their lives attempting to reach the summit. And more often than not, recovering their bodies is just way too dangerous. Damn. That's just sad. But this island will drive you mad, because it's infested with over 4,000 of the most deadliest snakes in the world. Yeah, this is Snake Island. It's located just off the coast of Brazil, and ever since the 1920s, it's been illegal to set foot on. Not that there was a long line of people queuing up or anything, but when you're dealing with a snake infestation of golden lanceheads, it's no wonder. I mean, just a single bite can lead to internal bleeding, kidney failure, and even death within an hour. And good luck finding a hospital in the middle of Snake City.
It has the highest density of venomous snakes anywhere in the world, an average of 1 snake per square meter.
Man, that island is a disaster waiting to happen. But I can't say the same for this next place, because this is the Nutty Putty Cave in Utah.
It's a cave which has now been declared a public hazard after a young father died inside.
Back in 2009, John Jones, along with his brother Josh and a couple of friends, wanted to explore the cave as part of a Thanksgiving trip adventure. And for the first hour or so, everything seemed fine. But things took a turn when John crawled into what he thought was a mapped part of the route.
Okay, what did I do? Now I can't get my arm through.
Only to realize he was actually in a different uncharted part of the cave. You see, this stretch was so tight that John became trapped upside down in a 10-inch wide gap, with every attempt to free himself only causing him to slide deeper into the hole.
Jones' brother saw him enter the passage while they explored.
He worked himself face forward through a series of tight passes, and he'd gotten himself to a point where he couldn't back up.
Yeah, rescuers were quick to arrive, but the narrow passage made it nearly impossible for them to pull him out.
Now, a piece of equipment broke at that time. He has since slid back into that original position with his head down at a 60 or 70 degree angle, so a very uncomfortable spot, and rescuers very worried tonight. It's now been about 22 hours since John Jones became stuck in that hole inside the cave.
After countless failed attempts to free him, he was pronounced dead from cardiac arrest, with the Nutty Putty Cave being permanently sealed as his tomb. But all right, we've heard a lot of dangerous places so far, and yet we've got one that tops them all. An island in the middle of nowhere where all its inhabitants want to kill you. Yeah, this is North Sentinel, an island located deep in the Bay of Bengal, which remains off limits to everyone because of the uncontacted tribe that lives there. You see, the thing about uncontacted tribes is they really don't like being contacted. And to say that these guys don't welcome visitors is a massive understatement, because they've claimed the lives of several individuals who ventured too close or were unfortunate enough to wash ashore. And look, people have tried to make contact before, with varying degrees of success. But in 2018, a man named Josh Allen Chow took things a step further.
Weeks after an American man was believed to have been killed by a tribe on a remote island, his body remains there.
Ignoring all the warnings and laws, and attempted to visit the tribe to convert them to Christianity. And, the tribe was pissed, because not only did they shoot arrows at him every time he set foot on the island, but on his third and final visit, he was never to be seen again. John's body was never recovered, and his visit to North Sentinel Island ultimately ended in tragedy.